Hi, my name is Kimberly and I'm autistic. But that's not all I am. I'm also creative, funny, smart, curious, and caring. A few years ago, I made a video on what it's like to be autistic, and we've learned a lot since then, so I want to update my video. Let's start with the most important things. There's a saying that goes, if you've met one autistic person, then you've met one autistic person. It means that just like neurotypical people, we're all different. You can't say all autistic people do something or act a certain way because all of us are different. We just share some similar qualities. Also, as I said in my first video, different just means different, not bad or less. Autism used to be thought of as a straight line that went from low functioning to high functioning. It's now viewed as more of a pie chart. Everyone can have a certain degree of traits on the chart. Some traits are sensory issues, either light, sound, or textures, being very literal and not understanding social cues, certain humor or how to read between the lines, anxiety over new things. Then there's stimming, which are repetitive movements that help calm someone. I bet some of you tap your foot, play with your hair, or bite your nails. It's no different than that, but some autistic people might flap their hands or walk in a pattern. Now we also know that nonverbal does not equate to less intelligent. If someone is nonverbal, they just might need help expressing themselves either through sign language or electronic means. In the past, we referred to people as high functioning and low functioning. That's changing. Low functioning is derogatory and makes people feel bad, and high functioning is misleading. It sounds like you're neurotypical. The truth is, high functioning doesn't mean I didn't struggle. It just means you didn't notice my struggles. We now say higher needs and lower needs, meaning that someone might need more assistance or less assistance with daily life. I personally started in preschool with higher needs, but with lots of help from my teachers, therapists, and parents, I now have much lower needs. What would help the most now is for my peers to accept and include me. I talk a little differently. I'm very literal, but despite the stereotype that autistic people have little emotions, we're actually extremely emotional and caring. Our tone of voice just sometimes causes people to think otherwise. I talk slower and have pauses in between my words. I know what I want to say. I just have to make sure I'm putting the words in the right order before I verbalize them. It sometimes feels like a traffic jam of information in my head. Just be patient with me. Decisions also cause many autistic people anxiety. These can even be small decisions like, what would you like for lunch? We sometimes need a few extra moments to work through the anxiety, make the decision, and then verbalize it. This brings me to Autism Awareness Month, or what is now Autism Acceptance Month. Autism Speaks started Lighted Up Blue for autism awareness in April. This seemed like a good idea at the time, but I keep an open mind. I let myself be educated because I know I don't know everything. I change my ideas as new information comes forward. Autism Speaks doesn't appear to do that. They employ very few autistic people and they perpetuate the idea that autism is a disease that needs to be cured. I don't have autism. I didn't catch it like a cold. I am autistic. I am healthy. I will live a long, fulfilling life. I don't need to be cured. That's why there's a new movement to light it up red instead for acceptance. We're already aware of autism. What people like myself really want is to be accepted for who we are, to be involved, to be offered a seat next to you in the cafeteria, to be invited to your parties, to be asked to hang out on the weekends or school breaks. If you really want to support someone with autism, then just include them. Include me. I also use an infinity symbol for inclusion. A puzzle piece is offensive to me. I'm not a puzzle to be solved. My brain isn't missing a piece. I want acceptance, that's all. We know autistic people need support to be successful and happy, not unlike neurotypical people. Don't you need help sometimes? Don't you like being included? We're all the same that way. People fear what they don't understand. So please, ask me anything you'd like about my life with autism. I don't speak on behalf of the whole community, but I can help answer your questions to the best of my ability. Before I end, I want to leave you with this. If you see someone being left out, include them. If you see someone being made fun of, don't go along with it or remain silent. Get an adult to help if need be. If you have any questions about how I process things or react to them, please feel free to ask.